Hey YouTube, what's up? So this is probably my first official vlog video. I've done a few others, I just haven't ever uploaded them. So this is my first official one. And I know my camera's flipped, so it's taking a little getting used to because it's not usually how I record. But I needed to do it this way or else this would be backwards, and what's the fun in that? I mean, if it's backwards, it looks like rats, and we don't want rats. You may be wondering what this one is all about. So I am doing this video. It is the Star Wars tag. I just recently saw it and was like, I have to do this tag because I am that kind of a nerd. I love Star Wars. It's probably one of my favorite film trilogies, and I have Star Wars stuff. It's probably like, I know I'm all into shoes and new makeup, but I'm a complete nerd. So I have Star Wars lunch pail, Star Wars pajamas, Star Wars t-shirts, Star Wars belt buckles actually, Star Wars pancake molds, which are epic. I love pancakes, and so to have Star Wars pancakes makes them like 10 times better. Trust me. So yes, Star Wars tag. Really long rambling entry to this. So I found it through following other people, and that's how I came across this. And I sat there, watched their whole version of it, was highly amused, and I knew as soon as it started that I needed to do it myself. So, there's 10 questions. Question number 1. What is your favorite Star Wars movie? Hands down, Empire Strikes Back. It is my all-time. If I could just watch one movie for the rest of my life, it would be Empire Strikes Back. It's my favorite movie. What is the coolest planet in Star Wars? I gotta say Hoth. Hoth or Endor. Even though Endor's a moon. Which is really weird because it's a forest. You're like, how can a moon be a forest? But it happens. Question number 3. Would I be a Jedi or a Sith? I would be a Jedi. Actually, I'd rather be a scoundrel, but no, I would be a Jedi. Who's my favorite character in Star Wars? I think that's pretty easy. It's Han Solo. What girl wouldn't love Han Solo? Like, come on. He's everything. What is my favorite musical theme in Star Wars? My favorite is one that gets replayed kind of throughout the trilogy and in different parts and kind of different arrangements. But the main one is Han Solo and the Princess, so it's Han and Leia's theme. And it was really close toss-up between that and the Imperial March, because the Imperial March is just such an iconic sound that you can just hum it and everyone knows, at least everyone who's seen Star Wars or anything related to Star Wars or even commercials that have Star Wars know the Imperial March. Number 6. What is the coolest battle in Star Wars? It is the Battle of Hoth. When all the big AT-ATs are there and blasting the rebel base, and you've got that rescue trying to go on of Han getting, Luke back and ready to fight and everything, and the base is being destroyed. What is my favorite ship? The Millennium Falcon. It's just the first time you see this ship in A New Hope. She's the fastest ship out there, so it's definitely the Millennium Falcon. What is my favorite line of dialogue? Probably it's a lot of the Han and Leia stuff, so kind of that quote where they're trying to fix the Millennium Falcon, and then it kind of goes into, "You like me because I'm a scoundrel. There aren't enough scoundrels in your life." And Leia says, "I happen to like nice men." And Han says, "I'm a nice man." And she says, "No, you're not." And they kiss. And it's perfect. Like, that's love story right there. It's like, that's my girly Star Wars fantasy, is to be wrapped up in the arms of some scoundrel while trying to fix a spaceship. What do you think of the prequel trilogy? What trilogy? No, it's one of those things where I have a battle with it. I really actually dislike them. It just, too many things about it. I think it kind of takes away from the original magic of the classic trilogy. And the first one really bothered me because that kid, and the young kid who played Anakin, he was so annoying. I mean, like, knock it off. And I think it just kind of lost some of what Star Wars was when it first came out. And I don't actually own any of the prequels. It's kind of the same way I feel about the Superman with Brandon Routh and Kate Bosworth. Like, I saw it, I acknowledge that it is a movie, but I refuse to own it because Brandon Routh is definitely not my Superman. Superman for me is always going to be, the Chris Reeve. However, Henry Cavill as the new Superman, I'm super excited about that because he is probably the hottest Superman I have ever seen. But I'm getting sidetracked. Back to Star Wars. Number 10, lightsaber or blaster? Oh, it's such a hard choice. Like, I know so many people are just like, lightsaber. There's not even a question about it. It's totally lightsaber. But it just, lightsabers are awesome. Like, there's no denying the power of a lightsaber. Because, it can deflect a blaster blast, right? But then you've got Han Solo who just relies on his blaster and the gun. And it can be a skillful weapon in the right hands. So yes, those were the Star Wars questions, and those are my very animated answers. Han Solo is the man of my dreams. I really had fun doing this tag, and I am glad that I was stalking other people's YouTubes and found it. And if you are like me and a geek and enjoy Star Wars, go ahead and do this tag yourself. Anyway, thanks for watching my very first vlog and a Star Wars tag. How fun was that?